Yes, I wanted to become an artist. That was my initial dream when I was a teenager. And I suddenly saw, thousands at the Tokyo Academy of Arts that shared that same dream. And when I was a teenager, I was convinced that I was the greatest artist of the second half of the 20th century. And then I realized that maybe that conviction was not completely justified. And eventually had to see that maybe the second best thing to being an artist was working in the art field and being surrounded by artworks. When I started studying law, after 3 weeks, I saw that this was clearly not at all what I was interested in, and I just missed the art and looking at art. And that's when I went to see Ernst Weiler. He told me, I asked him, should I study history of art or should I go into the art market? And he told me, don't study history of art because you will never be in physical touch with the artworks. The only thing to do is to go directly into the art market because there you'll be in daily physical touch with the artworks. And I did exactly what he told me initially, and I never regretted it. So I'm eternally grateful to him to have finally put me onto the right footage. Well, he told me to go to a small auction company in Bern, which once a year is having auctions. And that was a very good advice because since it's a very small company, you learn all aspects of the work in a gallery or auction company. So I had to clean up the floors. I had to learn how to package the artworks. But the beauty of it is that every single day I was able to handle gorgeous works. I always feel that art is not just there for a small group of insiders and of affluent people who can afford it. Art has universal appeal in the same way that music instantly speaks to us, art instantly speaks to us. There are some artists that are very, very talented but do not have the luck or the skills to market themselves and promote themselves. And if you see some artists that are very successful, you can see that they are very often very good communicators and very skillful at promoting their own work, whereas others are far less talented at promoting their own works. And so if you don't have that talent, it helps you if you are working with a gallerist or a dealer or somebody who does have that talent and believes in you and will then try and defend your work. Auctions are completely accessible, so the best thing is if you go on the websites of the main auction houses and look at the auction program and look at the exhibition times. These exhibitions are open to everyone. The only auctions where we have to be more restrictive are our main evening sales. These are the highlights of the season where we sell the most valuable works. There we have to make sure, first of all, that the people who attend are the ones that are intending to bid, because what you want to prevent is the room being packed with people who just want to follow the auction, and then there not being any room for the ones that actually are going to be the ones doing the bidding. So we need tickets for the evening sales, and we make sure first that the tickets go to the clients of the company and to those where we know that they have a track record of being regular buyers. It is a very good thing for an artist to have a secondary market, because you need, in order to have a proper market, you need the primary and the secondary market. Whenever you sell something privately, the only way you can justify the price that you're asking for it is by referring to a price that was obtained for a similar work publicly. So you do need the public market to gauge prices on the private market. So there is always that false debate between galleries and auction houses. The market does need both, and the artists do need both. So for an artist never to be sold at auction and not in the secondary market is on the long run not a good thing, because if you acquire a work, of course you buy it because you love it and you want to keep it, but you never know in life. You may have to sell it at some stage, and if you want to sell, you want to have the freedom of being able to sell wherever you want. You can either sell it back to the person who sold it to you, but equally you may want to put it onto the public marketplace, and that is putting it up for auction. It would be a fascinating topic to see who are the tastemakers in today's art world, who are the most influential people in shaping the general taste of institutions of the market. And very often these tastemakers are not people who are directly in the art world itself. It can be major collectors, it can be well-known figures who are outside of the art world, but who show a particular interest in an artist and as such become tastemakers. That the key is really to see, and see again. The more you look at, the better. I think that you should just listen to your inner voice, follow your own instinct, and work at it. And you can see a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's really your inner obsession, your inner passion that you should follow. And it's okay to look at a lot of things, but in the end, you have it inside yourself.